At Mater Dei High School, he helped his team to a Division IV CIF cross-country championship. In college, he had PR times of 14:34 for the 5,000, 30:04 for the 10,000, and helped his team to a 6th place finish at NCAA D2 Nationals. As a 43-year-old, he ran a 15:39 5,000, which ranked him number 2 in the U.S. At 46, he won the national title for the cross-country 5K, and at 48, he ran a 15:50 5,000, which ranked him number 19 in the world. On top of that, he's helped every Masters team he's been on to 14 national championships. It was when I looked for competitive races that I discovered this then 48-year-old River Cityan in the previous year's race results of a local 5K. And I must admit, I was shocked and intimidated as I pictured in my head an old hairy beast snarling and growling his way to victory with the blistering time of a 16:01, which I didn't even think was possible for a 40 anything at that time. I was so intimidated, partially I think just by the phonetic sound of his name, that it took me a year in getting my personal 5K time well into the 17-minute range before I felt qualified enough to even ask if I could train with him. Once I finally gained the courage to reach out, he immediately invited on some training runs and recruited me to the Cal Coast Masters Elite team, to which I'm both humbled and honored to be a part of, not only for the competition, but also for the camaraderie of new friendships and relationships that have formed as a result. And so, it's with great pleasure and sincere gratitude that I welcome my good friend, training partner, teammate, and badass Masters Elite, Rob Arsenault, to talk about 5K and 10K training philosophy. This is Masters Running Revelations. First things first. I mean, with stats like that, I really only have one question for you. What's your favorite beer?
Well, as a matter of fact, I brought along here a Angel City, which you and I had after one of our workouts. And I believe I introduced it to you and you liked it quite a bit then, so I figured we'd start with that.
All right, let's try it. It tastes a lot different after not doing,
yeah,
it tastes a lot different
not doing the work, yeah.
Chasing your ass for 4 2-mile repeats.
I could have given you anything.
Oh, that's really good. So, yeah, so I'm really intrigued by what I've learned. I mean, just everything I've learned from you, like leading up to a race, like the 3 weeks before, or leading up to 10 days before, and I just was hoping you could share with our audience just what your preparation time is for that, or what your philosophy is.
Well, really, it's not just the 3 weeks. Everything builds upon everything. You know, you start with a one-year thing, you break it into four-piece segments, which I do, which are 3-month segments. So I'll tell you a little bit about the 3-month segment.
Like the 3 months. So just the 3 months.
So it's a 3-month season, is what it is. So like for fall season, for cross country, which you and I.
Leading up to one race 3 months before.
One race, which we'll talk about, is USA Club cross country.
Okay.
Right? So you've got 3 months leading into it. And what you're doing in that first month is you're building up your base, you're doing your hill work, and it's almost like if you're talking about weightlifting, you're doing your heavy lifting. You're doing basically a lot of build up. You're building your long run up to 15 miles, and you're building your interval up to a longer interval. So it's
what kind of mileage per week would you say you're in that first?
It's going to be pretty high. You're gonna for me, I'm going to be trying to get up, work my way up to the 60, 70, 80 mile range.
Okay, wow.
And it's good. You're going to be tired. It's actually one of the hardest. It's the hardest month of the three months.
So the second month, then you have.
Now the second month, you're going to start racing, so you're going to start bringing some of that miles down just naturally. So especially like before a race, you're going to bring that week down.
Because you're going to taper a little bit.
You're going to taper a little bit before a race, but they're not as important races, so you can actually train through a little bit. But then you fall out afterwards, and you may do still a heavy mile week. So you're kind of alternating heavy mile weeks, right?
Okay.
And so you're focusing yourself in a little bit. It's almost if you think of an arrow, you're out here in that
like
first month, and you're coming in here now for your second month, and then your third month now you're sharpening down. You're getting to the tip of that
when you
spear.
say sharpening, like what do you mean?
You're going to bring your miles down significantly, because the key at that point in time in that third month is I want my legs to be rested. I would rather my legs in that third month be rested than to try to gain a little extra advantage, because at that point in time in that third month, your legs are where they're going to be, and that's just what it is. So what you really want, the biggest advantage you can get in that third month, is just getting your legs to the line, rested and ready to go.
So base building. That second month you'd call.
I call still base building, but
introducing,
but starting to introduce quicker stuff and racing and
third month is sharpening
it out.
Nice. Yeah. May the Lord bless you and keep you injury free. Thanks for being on the show.